But if you were to hear alarms, please just follow the instructions from the embassy team and they'll lead you safely and securely off the premises. We have signposted our facilities, they will be back through the house for you. And we take safeguarding very seriously at the British Embassy. If you have any concerns with anything you see or hear this evening, just point it out please to anybody wearing the embassy home team badges. That's it, that's all I've got for you. So now it always gives me the greatest of pleasures to introduce you to your host, the British Ambassador to the Republic of Turkey, Her Excellency.
Dear friends, good evening and welcome. Hoş geldiniz. It really is a great pleasure for us to host you all here this evening at the British Embassy as we celebrate the launch of this new publication by Observer-Diplomatik. And I would like to acknowledge the work of the Observer-Diplomatik team for creating this platform, a platform that brings together diplomatic perspectives and really fosters international dialogue. And at a time when the fast-paced global events that we are seeing around us, the importance of that international dialogue, of connections and of partnerships has never been more key. And initiatives such as this help foster understanding across borders and contribute to those stronger partnerships between governments, institutions, businesses and of course citizens. And I'm particularly delighted that this launch here this evening brings together representatives here from the diplomatic community, from government, from business and academia. And your presence here this evening really reflects the importance of that engagement, the importance of international collaboration and cooperation in addressing together the shared opportunities and the shared challenges that we face. So thank you once again for being with us this evening. I congratulate Observer-Diplomatik on this important milestone. Wish them every success with the publication in reaching audiences both here in Turkey and also internationally. I hope you will enjoy this evening and the opportunity to make new connections and have new conversations here this evening. Thank you. And now I'm delighted to introduce you to and to invite here to the podium the founder and the president of Observer-Diplomatik,
Ambassador J. Morris, Excellencies, Ambassadors, distinguished representatives of government, esteemed members of diplomatic corps, leaders of business, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. It's a great honor and privilege to welcome you all this evening to the official launch reception of the Diplomatic Brief magazine. Before anything else, I would like to express my sincere gratitude to Her Excellency Ambassador Morris and the entire team of the British Embassy for their generosity, partnership and support in hosting us today here. The United Kingdom has long demonstrated a commitment to dialogue, international cooperation and the strengthening of relations between nations. It's therefore particularly meaningful that the first official reception of the Diplomatic Brief is being held here at the British Embassy. Before proceeding further, I would like to take a moment to recognize two individuals whose contributions have made a meaningful impact on the diplomatic community in Turkey and whose support has been instrumental in making this event possible. As many of us know, Her Excellency Ambassador Morris will soon conclude her distinguished tenure in Turkey. Throughout her service, she has demonstrated an unwavering commitment to strengthening the long-standing relationship between the UK and Turkey, while fostering dialogue, cooperation and engagement across the diplomatic community. Your Excellency, your dedication, leadership and friendship have been greatly appreciated by all who have had the privilege of working with you. We are sincerely grateful for your support and for many contributions you have made during your time in Turkey, and we wish you every success in the next chapter of your diplomatic journey. I would also like to extend my sincere appreciation to Gary, whose own tenure at the embassy is about to come to an end. Many of us know Gary not only for his professionalism and dedication, but also for the remarkable role he has played in bringing people together through diplomacy, public engagement and international dialogue. Behind many successful events, initiatives and partnerships stands a tremendous amount of unseen work, coordination and commitment. Gary has been at the heart of many such efforts. On a personal note, I would like to express my deepest gratitude for his invaluable support in the organization of this event. From the earliest stages of planning to the final preparations, his guidance, cooperation and dedication have contributed significantly to making this event a reality. Gary, thank you for your friendship, your professionalism and your commitment to strengthening the relationships between people, institutions and nations. Your contribution has been deeply appreciated and you leave behind a legacy of goodwill that will be remembered by many. May I kindly invite everyone to join me in expressing our appreciation to Ambassador Jill Morris and Gary for their outstanding service and contributions during their time in Turkey. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, in an era defined by geopolitical uncertainty, rapid technological transformation, and increasingly complex global challenges, one truth remains unchanged. Dialogue matters. The relationships between nations matter. The ability of people, institutions, and governments to understand one another matters. And of course, diplomacy matters. It is from this belief that the diplomatic brief and an initiative of Prestige Diplomatic was born. Prestige Diplomatic was established with a simple yet ambitious vision to create meaningful connections between the diplomatic community, the public sector, the private sector, academia, and the civil sector. While diplomacy is shaping many of the most important developments in our time, there are still too few dedicated platforms that tell these stories, highlight these partnerships, and present diplomacy in a way that is both accessible and relevant to wider audiences. That realization inspired us to create the Diplomatic Brief, not merely as a publication, but as a platform where diplomatic voices can be heard, a platform where bilateral relations can be explored in depth, a platform where cooperation, dialogue, and international engagement can be celebrated and better understood. The evening is therefore about much more than the launch of a magazine. It's a celebration of diplomacy itself, a celebration of international friendship, and a celebration of enduring belief that cooperation remains stronger than division. I would also like to express my gratitude to the ambassadors, institutions, partners, contributors, and friends who believed in this project from the earliest stages. As we look ahead, our aspiration for the Diplomatic Brief is clear. We hope it will become a respected platform for dialogue, a trusted space for diplomatic engagement, and a publication that highlights the remarkable work being undertaken by the diplomatic missions. Because diplomacy ultimately begins with understanding, and understanding begins with listening. The world today faces no shortages of challenges, yet when we look around this room this evening, we see representatives of dozens of nations gathered together in friendship, respect, and dialogue. That in itself is a powerful reminder of what diplomacy can achieve. And it is precisely that spirit which the Diplomatic Brief seeks to reflect. not division but dialogue, not distance but connection, not uncertainty but cooperation. Before concluding, I would like to make one final announcement. The ambassadors featured in the inaugural edition of the Diplomatic Brief have played an essential role in bringing this publication to life. As a small token of our appreciation, Prestige Diplomatic has prepared commemorative presents for those ambassadors who participated in the first edition, and we will have the pleasure of presenting these presents personally at their offices. I'm honored to acknowledge the contributions of the ambassadors of the United Kingdom, Bangladesh, the Dominican Republic, Guatemala, Japan, Mongolia, the Netherlands, Paraguay, Sri Lanka, India, El Salvador, Zambia, and Angola. Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, thank you once again for honoring us with your presence. Thank you for your support of the Diplomatic Brief, and thank you for your continued commitment to the values that bring us together this evening. I wish you all an enjoyable and memorable evening. Thank you.